Hello and welcome to our Wednesday reflections, the 16th of September. The reading from the first book of Corinthians, chapter 13. If I speak in the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I am but a noisy gong, a clanging cymbal. And if I have prophetic powers and understand all the mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have all faith so as to remove mountains, but if I do not have love, I am nothing. If I give away all my possessions, and if I hand over my body so that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient, love is kind, love is not arrogant, envious or boastful. It does not insist on its own way, nor is it irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice in wrongdoing, but rejoices in the truth, because love bears all things, believes all things, and hopes all things, and endures all things. Now, I know only in part. Then I will know fully, even as I have been fully known. And now, faith, hope, and love abide, these three, and the greatest is love. So, after that, now, what is your take on love? In the Old Testament, love is the standard term used to describe that loyalty, that partners joined by a covenant they share. In fact, if you go to the New Testament, the book of Ephesians, it takes it a little bit further. In chapter 4, it refers to the love between a man and a woman, and it demands, now listen carefully, ladies, it demands that in marriage you obey your husband. And gentlemen, all that is required of you is to love. Couldn't be more simple than that, could it now? However, here comes the crunch. Which do you think is the greatest verb? To obey or to love? St. Paul in Corinthians chapter 13 reminds us, though I speak in the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, then I am an empty vessel. He says these three remain: faith, hope, and love. And the greatest is love. So there you have it. So you see, already in marriage and in life in general, there are misconceptions to the word to love. To love according to the prophets and Jesus is to be loyal. And to be loyal is to obey. So the news for those gentlemen who got all excited at the beginning, those of you who are married in particular, you love, you obey. The gospel is explicit about the connection between commandment, love, and obedience. This is my commandment, says Jesus, that you love one another as I have loved you. Note, this is not wishy-washy language. Do you recall that song? Love is a many splendid thing. And again, it typifies the worldly kind of love and portrays that it is something lovely, beautiful, smart, easy, and involves a certain kind of passion, like the cliche to fall in love. Then, of course, that's the lover's first kiss when the heart was racing faster than most sports cars. However, Jesus takes love to another level because God's generous love for us is free as well as costly. Free in that God first loved us, costly in that being loved of God demands that we in turn love one another the Jesus way. This is my commandment, he says, that you love one another. And while you remain in that love, it does not mean that you have a relationship or directly, privately to God. Indeed, no. If there is no or little relationship with each other, the relationship of love with Jesus is directed towards others, and together we embrace each other as we learn to live to love. Now, that is a splendid thing in the sight of God. Let me end the prayer as in the book of Wisdom of Solomon. Love justice, you people of the earth. Set your mind upon the Lord in the right way, and seek him in singleness of heart, for he is to be found by those who trust in him without question. Amen. And so, once more, dear friends, I bid you God bless, keep well, and stay safe here from Bromley.